New Amsterdam came out, and it was so.
And Grey Goose. Grey Goose was out at that time too.
See, I didn't drink. I told you 151. That was my drink.
Yeah, Grey Goose vodka was one of the ones because I love the bottle.
You can light it on fire.
The bottle. The bottle was hot. It was that shaded, that shaved glass.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I was sitting on the floor, and we was talking about something. I don't even remember what we were talking about. All I know is I was bust out laughing. I got ching, ling, 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 glass everywhere. I wouldn't cut it all, though. I had to go.
Because you had your bun.
Actually, I didn't. I didn't have any hair back then.
Oop.
I don't remember. I don't think I did.
And you ain't cut your hair?
Nope. I was just fine. I was like, oh, your glass broke, and it was winter, dead of winter.
Check more of these funny moments out when you tune into BeExposedRadio.com. What you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Are you getting your kids this hoverboard thing that's taking over the country? They range from $300 to $600. They're blowing up. And then I mean literally blowing up. That one video, I thought that was going to be the one and only video that I saw in reference to it, and it wasn't. I seen, now I could probably tell you about 10 to 15 videos of this happening where this battery gets super, super hot and burns like holes into your tennis shoes.
Oh my.
And I know you would be pissed if you was wearing Jordans and you just paid all that money, you know, your lights are off. And
especially if they're from China.
Your lights off.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here.
What's up, guys? It's Shepsworth Bentley, and you are tuned live to Homegrown Radio every Sunday, 7 to 8 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
What's up, everybody? What's going on, guys? What's up? What's up, everybody out there listening? Sorry, we're a little late. 1 minute's cool, right? I think so. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. This is Homegrown Radio. This is the second installment of Homegrown Radio, which we'll be talking about a lot of different topics dealing with music and social issues, and we'll do it from the artist perspective. Anyway, today we got a couple great hip-hop artists that are going to be coming in, and we're going to be having a nice little discussion. We got my man Dre Thompson, and we got Pale Moon, right?
Yep, that's it.
Yep. Right,
what's good? What's good, everybody?
What's going on? Yeah. So welcome, first of all.
Of course, man.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, this place is dope, man.
I'm going to be going to it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I like it too. When I first came here, I was like, man, I didn't know if it was going to be one of those like home things.
Right. Something in the basement.
I was like, damn, this is legit.
Table, right? Mics.
All that.
Everybody got earphones.
So, yeah, tell us about yourselves, Dre. I guess we'll start with you, man. Tell us what you tell what you do, man. Tell them what's up.
I'm a hip hop artist, model, event planner.
Oh shit, model.
Blah blah blah. You feel me? I'm just out here, man. I'm trying to get it, man.
Nice, man. You got shows coming up, right?
Yeah, man. Got a couple little joints coming out. Let me go ahead. Go to my Instagram.
Okay.
Let's actually perform last night.
Where was that?
At the
DC
Creative
show?
Labs.
Okay.
Shout out to the Creative Labs. That's a dope place. If you don't know about them, you need to get hip. Promise.
Get hip.
Promise. What I got coming up, man?
Don't you have like a DC show or something coming up?
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
That's the biggest thing, is just empowerment. Just get off of the begging line. Just be proud and just get our pride and our dignity back, because as a child, we're taught how to go and beg for a job. Our parents, they literally taught us how to make sure you pull your pants up. Me, I'm 6'7", so I'm a bigger man. I was always taught how to not be threatening or intimidate people when I go into different interviews or different scenarios. And so we're literally taught how to condition ourselves, condition our speech, everything, in order to go and beg these people for a job, because we know when we walk in the door, I have to tear down 10 stereotypes.
What's up, guys? It's Shepsworth Bentley, and you are tuning in right now, live, to Homegrown Radio every Sunday, 7 to 8 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
Yeah. Okay, we're live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the third installment, I believe, of Homegrown Radio. I am your host, Shepsworth Bentley, and hey, let's get it started. So we have two wonderful hip-hop artists, one that I'm very familiar with and that I always had the pleasure of working with a few times, and then one that is surprisingly great that I have never known in my life until now. So we have hip-hop artist, photographer, and entrepreneur Nick Frampton. And we also have Eman, the Heartbreak, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
Good, man. Wet.
I know, man. It's like dreary and rainy outside, man. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I still enjoy my Sunday fun day.
Got to, man.
So, you know, it's all good. But yeah, you guys, welcome to the show. Glad you guys were able to make it, especially on time. I guess Abe won't be here, I'm assuming.
Who's Abe? Oh, is that the third?
Yeah, I haven't even heard from him, so
that's cool. It's fine.
But you know what? When the going gets tough, the tough gets going.
Yeah, it is what it is, right?
So, you know,
it is what it is.
What he said.
So, Nick, we're gonna get to you in a second, but I don't know too much about you. So tell me about yourself, man. Tell me what you do. You know, everything, man. Tell me what's up.
Okay, so I'm terrible at these kind of questions. But, like I said, I'm a rapper, if you guys don't know. But I'm Eman the Heartbreak. I'm a local. I'm just out here trying to make the dopest music I possibly can.
Right.
Like I'm just trying to make a lot of like different vibes and like break into the scene, but in my own way.
Right.
That's all. I'm glad to have run into Nick because, like, you know, I don't do a bunch of like local shows. I just kind of record all day and just, you know, work on my sounds and just, you know, learning how to distribute them the way I want to make them out there. So yeah, I'm just a guy just trying to make dope music and, you know, see where it gets me.
Do you are you from Baltimore?
Yeah, I'm from here.
What area? If you don't mind.
Since Nottingham.
Okay,
Nottingham,
cool.
Right off Bella Road. Right off Bella Road, right by the skate land on Putty Hill.
Oh, where? I remember going to that skate land years ago.
Yeah, it's classic, man.
That's what's up.
A lot of great moments there.
That's
I've been here my entire life, and now I'm just like, all right. Now that I have the music, I'm just like, all right, let me start getting it out there.
Yeah.
And start meeting people instead of being a hermit.
Bro, have you been doing a lot? Have been doing music pretty long now? How long have you been doing it?
I would say, honestly, I think I wrote my first rap at like 12. Before I have a weird, like a very non-traditional story. Like most people say, like, you know, their parents were like, you know, raised them on like dope music and like different types of songs. But like my mom, she raised me on country music.
Are you serious?
Yeah, crazy enough, right? Like all she'd ever play was 93.1, and like I knew like
WPLC, baby.
Any song from like 1999 to like the early 2000s, I know word for word. That's all.
So some like Dixie Chicks type stuff.
Alan Jackson, Brad Paisley, like
Shania Twain,
Tim Allen. Like you can chime me on all of them. And I know them by heart. So and it wasn't until my cousin had introduced me to rap, and at that point, that's when I was like, all right, this is a whole new like world to me. And yeah, that's when I started like thinking it was cool. Like my first rap song I heard was "In the Club" by 50 Cent.
50 Cent.
You know what I'm saying? It's completely different from country music. And then yeah, from there I just started like I entertained the idea, but I didn't really think I wanted to rap until I heard Drake in like early high school. That's when I was like, I definitely want to do this thing. So yeah, man. Yeah, I started from humble beginnings. I'm just trying to do my own style because I feel like a lot of people are just trying to like do rap because it's cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to do my own thing.
Awesome, man. Well, Nick Frampton, man, tell us about yourself. Well, I know a lot about you, but tell the world about yourself, man. Talk to them. All right, where do we start? I know you do everything.
So I'm Nick Frampton, obviously. Like you said, I'm a hip hop artist as well. I do photography, videography. I try to do as much charity work as I can. You know, I try to give back in every way possible. I think every show I've done so far has been
like charity.
Yeah, I think at least everyone that I've hosted or held myself.
Right.
So yeah, I'm just all about just trying to make a difference in the world and make it a better place, all while expressing myself and trying to better myself as well. I feel like helping others helps me, you know, better myself as well. So yeah, and that's pretty much it.
So you got a new album out, right?
Yeah, I got a new EP that just came out last month called Introvert. It's on Apple Music, Spotify.
Checked it out on Tidal. I have Tidal. You know what I'm saying?
It's
nice.
On Tidal.
Yeah.
You got Tidal?
Now shout out to Tidal because people sleep on Tidal. Like
honestly, I slept on Tidal because like at my show,
good.
Like at my show, I was like, yeah, it's on Spotify, Apple Music. I was like, it's not on Tidal though, because none of y'all have Tidal, right? And one dude was like, yeah, I have Tidal. I was like, oh shit.
Might as well get Tidal.
Check it out, bro. There's a song in there. Going through it.
I like
that.
Hell yeah.
That hook just caught me immediately. So
dude, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is a good artist, man. He's definitely got the talent for it, and great fan base too. As far as like a lot of local artists don't really have like the biggest fan base, especially if they've been out for a while.
Yeah.
Every time I see him at a show, he's always bringing people.
I try to,
always, man. And he's got like dedicated fans, so I respect that about him.
And the craziest thing is, like, some of my closest friends haven't even been to my shows before.
That's
like,
how it
the
is.
ones that were like, yo, when are you gonna start playing shows? When are you gonna start taking this shit serious? And I was just like, I never did it, and now I'm doing it, and they're nowhere to be found.
Right.
I'm like,
right.
What the hell?
It's always the ones that are like closest to you that like don't really like support in a way.
Yeah.
I always my biggest mantra of life is that everybody fucks with you. Can we cuss?
Yeah.
Okay. I was worried about that too.
You're good.
Everybody fucks with you when everybody fucks with you, and that's just how it is. It's like with friends. It's like I've seen this post pop up a million times on Instagram where it's like, support your friends like you support the celebrities you don't know.
Right.
But see, here's the thing. I don't agree with that. Because the difference is, with a lot of celebrities, they've given people a concrete reason to support them. Like they have like the highest quality music out, something that it's intangible that your friends who don't see your potential aren't gonna capture. So at the end of the day, it's like, let your friends sleep. You know what I'm saying? Your biggest fans will never be people that you know personally. Will always be somebody that looks at you like you're a thing. You know, you're a figure that has dope music. So it's like, and at the end of the day, it's like, they'll catch up eventually. People can't sleep on something forever.
Yeah,
exactly. When it's obvious.
They'll come around.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point, man. I needed that. I needed that.
I'm here.
They'll definitely come around, man. That's
everybody comes around, man.
So yeah, you're tell us about Introvert, man. Tell us about like what it's about, like.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So the title kind of gives a lot of it away. It's called Introvert because I feel like I'm an introverted person in the sense that I don't like really express what I'm truly thinking or feeling always. Like I'm really happy and upbeat and like funny all the time, but inside I'm really not that way.
Yeah.
And I've always struggled with like expressing that. So with this EP, I just finally like let it all loose. I put it all out there in the open, and I found like comfort in expressing myself through art. And it was like I made it for me, but I also wanted people to like relate to it and help them as well. But it helped me making it. I wanted to have that same effect on them, you know.
When I was checking it out, I was super happy that I like when rappers have like double meanings in certain things, and even with your intro, like the title is Introverted. You know what I'm saying? I just off the bat, you kind of set that, and like it's funny because I had a mixtape in 2013, and that was literally the title of my intro. It was like Introverted, or no, your title is Introvert.
Yeah, Introvert, and the intro was like
in parentheses. Yeah,
I did
I did
check out more yourself.
No, I didn't. I mean, it's all mixtape. It's trash. Don't look it up.
Yo,
if you find it, it's not my mixtape.
Right.
But when I saw that, I was like, all right, he's thinking like a rapper, because I think that's one of the coolest things about rap music is that we're so based on, like, no matter what people say about the new wave of music, we're so based on lyrics and like something that's like, oh, that moment when you like catch something, you know what I'm saying? Like that punchline that makes you like, ooh, that was a dope line.
Yep.
Like that's what I love about it. So when I peeked it, I was like, all right, he's thinking like a rapper. So off bat, he's already up here above anybody else. Is just
put him echelon, baby.
You know
upper echelon.
Up there, he's up there, man.
So we guys there's a show coming up this Saturday, right?
Yeah. Shout out to Nick. You know
shout out to Nick Frampton for this, man. Tell us about the show real quick.
Y'all help me with it, man. Just, book the place. That's all. But yeah, so this next Saturday next Saturday coming up. It's the Songs for Supper is the title. It's a holiday food drive. So admission to the show will be $15, and it'll go towards the food, or you can bring in food, the equivalent of $15.
Nice.
And that gets you into the show, and all the proceeds will go to Melody's Heart, which is a local foundation that I've worked with in the past with toys, food, you name it. Right. So it'll all be going to them. So
nice, man.
Where does that come from? Like, were you like, you want to, work with, a charity? Because I'm sure that the Depot. Well, I guess how do you pay them to use the venue?
So what happened was Artist Compound helped me book it the first time. Shout out to Artist Compound. First of all,
shout out them. I have no idea who they are.
We gotta put you on. We'll get to that later.
I don't know anything.
Put you on with them.
I don't know anything about the scene.
But so once I booked it, I had my EP release show actually, which was benefiting mental illness and stuff. And so after that, the guy who I guess is their booking agent and runs the place was like, hey, here's my info. If you ever want to do shows here, you let me know. You can. You can always have shows.
It's simple.
Here.
As simple as that.
I guess it turned out that good. I don't know.
It did, yo. It was a good show.
So I guess I got that place on lock right now. I'm not on lock. I don't want to say it like that.
It's a dope venue. Like,
I like it a lot.
I'm saying. There was a group. I think it was called Underground Media, or I don't know. There's some like blog / radio / media company. They threw a show there in like 2014, and I saw the venue. It's a cool venue.
It's a cool spot.
It's not too big, not too small.
Yeah, it's a great area.
It's
too.
intimate. It's
and those are the best ones when it's intimate and it's still enough space.
And the sound was pretty good too.
Yeah, the sound was actually pretty good. It was actually surprisingly good because I've been there before and the sound was kind of horrible there. So I'm glad. I don't know if they've improved it or what. But
well, he gave me the lowdown. He puts the vocals on a different mixer, and the music is on a different one. So it's not all going through in and out the same channels. You know what I mean?
Right.
So simple that you think anybody would do that, but
So the show is this Saturday, November 4th.
Yep.
It starts what, 7?
7 doors at 7.
Doors at 7 goes all night, right?
Yep, goes all night till like 1 a.m. ish, 2 a.m. maybe.
And you are performing.
You
or Eman are also performing. Who else do we
have?
You
said like a 15-minute set?
15, 20, whatever you want to do. Millie, who's another local guy, and Bass Dread is doing like a DJ set.
Shout out to Bass Dread, man. I love watching him play. Is he doing like is he doing like a mix of stuff, or is he doing like his music?
I guess he's gonna play his stuff for like an hour or so.
I love it, man. That's gonna be awesome. Bass Dread is a great DJ from
that's what I heard. I never listened to him yet, but I'm
he's amazing, bro.
Oh, and we're also celebrating my birthday since I'm going to be out of town for it next week. So we're turning up. I'll be 25.
Nice, man. Happy early birthday.
I just turned 24.
Happy birthday
happy
to
belated,
you,
dude. So we're doing that. And I'm probably going to do, once Bass Shred's done, I'm going to be there all night. I'm going to be playing some songs on my computer. So I'll be doing, my own little DJ set. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Respect.
That's awesome, man.
That'll be
fun. That's good, man. I'm excited, man. We're really excited. So we're gonna take a little break, pay some bills real quick.
Pay some bills.
I love when he says that.
I love saying that. Pay some bills, But yeah, we're gonna pay some bills real quick and come right back, and we're gonna get into our little discussion. And you are listening to Homegrown Radio. Your host Shepsworth Bentley.
Boop boop.
Pay them bills. Yeah.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show. So how important is it for you to have an organization like that and having a child of your own? How does that influence your ability to do the Impact organization?
It influences a lot. It's a little bit challenging because a lot of times people will say, you have to practice what you preach, right? So if I'm telling my daughter and I'm raising her under the impact principles and I'm telling other mothers to do this, I have to do the same thing with my child, which is kind of testy a little bit. But I see a lot of development with her. Her leadership, she's only 4. And when I say she has some awesome leadership qualifications, I mean awesome. It's little things that we can observe with our kids, right?
Right.
For instance, when we take them to the park. She brings out a toy, and other people wants to play with them. But she's only child, by the way. She's not going to say, no, you can't play. Only play with this person. She takes the leader in the upper road and be like, okay, well, let's all take turns. So everybody get in the line. Okay, now you go first. Okay, now you go first. And she makes herself last. And that's what I want to see. That's what I would like to see in all kids. And she's only 4. And when I see those leadership qualifications, of course I have to praise her. Because I'm like, awesome, London, you're being a really good leader. So, it's amazing, and it works. I mean, it really works, my child. And I'm not saying she's a perfect child, because there's no such thing as a perfect child. But when you instill impact principles into your child, and, especially at a young age, and influence their everyday life, Even her teachers are telling me, like, I can see the work that you're doing with her for a single mom. Thank you. Like, they're just thanking me. Yeah. And that's a blessing as well.
And I think really what it is that our youth just needs that kind of guidance. That's it. Once they have an example, someone that they can follow or someone that they see doing something great or maybe doing something similar, you know, that right there is a catalyst for their success.
Yep, absolutely. And, you know, it also goes with the mom as well. You know, the mom and the dad.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
How did you know that this is what you wanted to do as far as being a singer or entertainer?
It's always been in me. It's always been a part of who I am since a child. Since a child, I've always gotten karaoke boxes, and I've always learned this song and solos in school and all of those things. And I met my Reflections actually in high school, and you know we were singing back then, choral music.
Douglas High School.
Yes, quack, come on through here. You know, so
2 G's in a day pass.
Okay, 2 G's in a bus pass, baby. You know, it used to be, of course. You know, it was destined. I feel like it was destined. My whole family sings. Everyone in my circle sings. It's like I just couldn't get away from it. I'm always gonna sing.
Where did your personality come from? Are you always this crazy?
Yes.
Yes. Crazy. Right?
I woke up like this. Okay. And went to sleep like it too.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on Be Exposed Radio.
You're listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show.
Oh, man.
Well, TGIW, everybody. Welcome to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com with your girl, Miss Be Inspired on the mic.
Yeah. You already know one of the co-hosts, Blizzard.
And the artist and angel HL7 Asher.
Right on time, my man. Right on time. Glad you made it. So as you know, we are here live every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can hang out with us right here on www.beexposedradio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Yeah. All right, we are back. We have paid our bills, so our rent is now not you know, it's not there anymore. We don't have rent anymore. We don't have any bills anymore.
Just like that.
Until the next segment. But anyway, we are back here on Homegrown Radio with 2 great artists here in the city and surrounding areas, Nick Frampton and Eman, the Heartbreak.
I appreciate you for pronouncing my name right. Most people say Eman.
I said, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I said
Emmanuel. Eman.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Because the first time I was like, "Is it Eman?"
Yeah, and it's my fault because like I used to have a hyphen between the E and the man, but then I took the hyphen out because I want the hyphen.
Yeah, took the Jay-Z route, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. So yeah. Welcome, man, and no problem. Anytime I try to get that shit squared away. So our topic today is kind of a serious topic. We're going to be talking about depression, mental illness, and substance abuse in music, really, but specifically hip hop, because and I want to say that hip hop, being what it is, has so much of a tough exterior that people don't really pay too much attention to it. And I know, Nick, that's what the last show that we did together was pretty much about. And then also, your album kind of reflects that as well, right?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Tell me how you feel about that. I mean, have you been through, I mean, I'm sure you because of your album, you've been through that that whole depression and, that whole situation. Like, tell me about that. Like, how do you get through it? Like,
So, I mean, I think, well, first of all, I think that like depression is something that every single person in the world deals with. So every artist definitely deals with it. I think especially artists, to be honest.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
Everyone deals with it in their own way, to whatever extent, however the severity is. But me personally, for a while I didn't know how to deal with it. You know what I mean? That's why I kept it all inside. But like I said, I found comfort in expressing myself through the music, like making music about it, which is something I was afraid of doing before, like even just talking in general. But like, especially doing it through music, 'cause that's something that you like put out there, and that is a reflection of yourself as much as anything else. You know what I mean? 100%. So it became cathartic for me. I found this, and I just took it and ran with it, and it's worked wonders. I mean, everyone, you know, it comes in waves, you go through phases, but it definitely helps. It definitely has helped, like the reactions I've gotten from it, people relating to it, you know, the effect it's had on people, that's helped a lot. So
do you guys think that, especially, I know music, it's not really ignored too much, but do you think, let's say hip-hop first, since we're all hip-hop artists here, do you think that it's largely ignored in hip-hop? Like, people talk about it all the time. You know, it's been talked about, I don't know if you guys, I mean, I'm about to go old school on you guys, like Scarface, Ghetto Boys, Mom Playing Tricks on Me. Biggie has talked about depression and suicide a lot. Tupac. So it's in rap music, but I feel like that it's been largely ignored. Like, do you guys agree?
I think I'm glad you brought up Biggie, because like he literally has a line that says, "I wish I could slip my wrist and end this bullshit." But the thing about rappers is that like a lot of people, you know, it's like a multi-layer thing. A lot of people still don't consider it a legitimate genre because some people think it's just talking over beats. So like they don't give it credit
to the people who think that.
Yeah, it's literally ridiculous. But like, cause like people can easily, like, you know, pass it off like whatever. We're not gonna like pay attention to that genre. But even to hip hop listeners, like to them, like rappers are like superheroes. So like a superhero can be out here like literally crying out for help, like, yo, I have problems, I'm going through depression, and we're just like bopping our head like, yo, this song is dope. So it's like rappers are talking about it, you know what I'm saying? Every popular rapper has talked about it, but it's just like, I think it's honestly the fans that have given rappers this idea that, like, you know, they're supposed to be strong at all times, and like, you know, not giving them the credit of like, yo, they're actually going through something.
They're going through
you know
some
what I'm saying? Like shout out to the fact that like Logic with his song 1800 is, or 1-800 I don't know the whole number, but 1-800, the suicide hotline song, that like that's a mainstream song. You know what I'm saying? Like ever since that song was like performed in the VMAs, like the numbers as far as like the calls have gone up like 50, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's important. And like it takes a platform like that for people to be like, okay, this is happening on a major scale. It's just that with artists, people are like, oh, you can't complain because you have money and you have music, and like, you know, your feelings aren't legitimate. But like all of our favorite rappers have been crying out for help, and we don't care because they're rappers. And I think that's part of the people not taking rap seriously.
I feel so bad, you know, as a listener sometimes, because like I'll listen and dance to some of these songs, like, not gonna lie, and I'm about to bring up Uzi real quick. What's that song?
Tour Life.
Tour Life. Like, there's one part in the song was like, she calls me insane now, I might blow my brains out. All my friends are dead. Push me to that. Like,
oh man, that hook is so sad, but it's so fire.
I know. And I'm just like, yo, should I really be dancing to this? Should this really be in a club right now?
The DJ played that at my friend's wake. Like, I don't think he did it on purpose, but like,
oh my god,
it was a celebration of life. Like, he didn't do it on purpose, like, to be a dick, but like, it was just funny looking back. You know what I mean? Like, we had fun from our friend, but like, it was just funny. Like,
if your friend was there, he'd be turning up.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we should never like treat death like it's the end, because like the thing about energy is that, you know, we learned in like chemistry and shit that like energy can't be destroyed nor created. It's always there.
Yes, I love that.
It's always there.
Life is stressful. You're at ease. You're at rest.
You know what I'm
saying? You're no longer suffering. You know?
Death is such a trip, though. It's like,
it's weird,
I'm here, and then I'm not here. You know but like, that's a whole other conversation.
Anyway,
no, man, we can
come back and talk about that on a different show.
This is a deep show, guys. This is a very deep show.
Deep already. Nah, that's what's up, though, man. No, get as deep as you want to, man. Because, you know, like I said, if we're gonna go off on a tangent, it's fine. I'm not worried about it, man. We'll start with one topic, and we're just gonna go. How we're gonna go? We're gonna go how it goes, man.
Homegrown organic. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Sure. You know what I mean?
You know.
And it really, I don't know if I should even be like, you know, listening to some of these songs. You know what I mean?
I definitely think, you know, it's good for us to delve into it. I think to not ignore the deeper importance of it. I think that's the problem. Is that like we're jamming out and we're having fun, but we should also be like, you know, I think there should be the return of fan mail. I think if fans were able to write their artists letters again, you know.
I think you have like social media for kind of, but like a letter's definitely more passionate.
People talk too much shit, and haters don't write letters because they don't have that type of energy.
Yeah.
Easily,
they did like.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
I have that same energy when you see me. No.
Right, exactly. No, I feel you. Do you guys think that is there a way to maybe like bring this to light at all? I know you did it with the show at least a little bit, but as far as like music and you know, like for example, like people ignore this all the time. Like Fredo Santana just had a really like bad, like I think it was like some with his kidney or liver because he was
failure from lean, right?
Yeah, from lean. And I remember him saying when Russ was talking about why, you know, talking about why you guys doing this, all these drugs and glorifying these drugs online, or you know, when he said it on Twitter, Fredo's like, well, I do it for all my dead homies. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like people don't realize that shit. Like it's real shit. And then like, you know, you see all these rappers doing drugs, they talk about it, but like, yo, you know, these people really do have a problem, you know? And
they're inadvertently crying out by saying that I do all these drugs, and like they don't want to think about why they're doing it. Are they doing it just to turn up because they want to? But no, there's 9 times out of 10, there's definitely like a deeper reason behind why. You know?
I think it's crazy because like, you know, we consume the music, we enjoy the music, and it's like the thing about that. I'm glad you brought that Russ situation up because I was telling my boy about it, like, because that shirt went like super viral. I had like 100,000 retweets and like
super relevant.
Yeah, like a lot of people were like coming at his neck for it, and some people were agreeing with him. And the fact of the matter is that like, yes, drugs are bad. You know what else is bad? Suicide is bad. Depression's bad. You know. Lack of therapists in inner city communities are bad. If kids don't have resources, they're gonna turn to bad things. So it's like you gotta look at both sides. Like that Fredo situation. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm doing lean because I have to deal with the trauma. Because when you lose your friends on a consistent basis, you're not gonna be right in the head. Right. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, lean isn't gonna, you know, fix your problem, but it's gonna make you feel better. And it's
temporarily.
You know what I'm saying?
Temporarily.
So
right.
and that, so it's like, yeah, like it's super like telling of the genre because, you know, rappers go through things and we exploit our stories to make music. You know, a lot of people don't think about that. We exploit ourselves, we put our pain out there for people to hear so that we can make music and we can tell our stories. But the people forget that this isn't like, you know, a fairy tale. This isn't like, this is realism put over beats, and it's easy to forget that these are actual people behind the music. Yeah. So I'm glad that like situation between Fredo and Russ happened because it told both stories. Drugs are bad, but you know, trauma is also PTSD is bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is, and also a lot of it too contributes. A lot of the, you know, being ignored because people think that people always associate rappers with having that tough exterior, being kind of hyper masculine. Yeah. These days it's a little bit different.
Super
right. Exactly. People like, okay, so these guys are invincible. Ain't nothing going on. I mean, they've been through the trenches. You know, you know, crack era babies up until, you know, just random dude just getting out the hood. You know what I mean? And seeing all his homies die. You know, it's not. But a lot of people can't really relate to that, so they
forget that these aren't stories. It's not a movie. This
is real life.
You know, this is a news reporter that raps. You know, essentially. You know,
this is real life, man. Yeah, it's real life, and honestly, like it's like that, and it kind of equates to the hood too, and African American areas, because it's the same way. You know what I mean? People don't realize in that area, in like the hood, like people, you know, people think they have that tough exterior when there's actually a problem there with urban America because not a lot of people under that poverty line aren't getting any type of help.
Like you said, there's a lack of therapists and things of that nature. I think
no resources.
I think the statistic for like suicide in young black males or even young black people in general is like really like abnormally higher than others. I think, something like that.
And it's growing right now too. And it's growing right now too. It's definitely growing right now. And I mean, there needs to be something. I don't know what to do. I personally, I'm not gonna lie. Like that's why we're sitting here talking about it. Like I don't know what to do. Even as an organizer, as an artist, like I don't want to just like, you know, make people aware of it. I want to be able to like find some type of solution to it.
It's funny because like sometimes we spend so much time worrying about awareness, like this cancer awareness or this disease awareness, and then people don't really think about like solutions. But at the same time,
we know about it, but like,
you know what I'm saying?
You know, I mean, which is good.
No, it's good. It's
you
good.
You can take it to the next level, I think.
And I think, but also that it's not as simple as like what's the solution, because it's not like a 2 + 2 = 4. It's like this is a multiple problem from like multiple stems. You know what I'm saying? Like depression can come from family problems. It can come from lack of financial problems. It can come from lack of bad food in bad neighborhoods. Like you ever heard of the term grocery desert?
Yeah, like food deserts.
You know what I'm saying? Food, food. You know what I'm saying? If you eat bad food, like food is medicine. It changes your thought process. It changes how you feel about yourself.
It's all chemicals, man. It's all chemicals,
all those factors together. It's like you can't just like get rid of the food, like fix food deserts, but you have to fix the financial problems too, and you have to fix the family problems. It's a bunch of different things that are coming up, and then rap. It started from an urban area, so like you're getting all those mixed feelings over like a 4-minute song. So it's just like it's a lot of like the rabbit hole is deep. So it's not for us to be like, well, what's the solution? It's us to understand like it's a multi-layered thing that's going to take a lot of times.
Everyone's situation is unique.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's what's so hard about like mental health and things of that nature, because it all starts where in the brain, and like that's. Everyone's brain is completely different. Everyone's chemicals are balanced differently. That's what makes it so hard to find these type of solutions, because the source is different for each person, like you were saying. Like it's that unique. It's like it's virtually, I don't want to say impossible, because like I have hope in it still. But it's crazy. It's a crazy thing.
Yeah, it's very, very telling of like of the world as it stands, because the way you check on the status of the world is checking on the status of the people, because the people are the world.
Yes.
So if multiple people had different problems, they're all like similar as far as results, then we have to kind of like check ourselves, like what are we doing wrong? Are we asking our friends how they're doing? Are we aware that there are people like 10 miles away from you that don't have access to fresh food, or why are drugs so readily available in bad communities? We have to start asking those kind of questions.
And a lot of it, and another problem too that I kind of see is like growing up, when especially for me when I was younger, was my friends and even some of my family, when I felt a certain way, when I felt a type of sadness, I would hear like, get over it, stop being a little bitch.
Yep.
You know what I mean? As a man, you know what I mean? Because as a man, you gotta have man up. Like, bro, we got feelings too. I got a heart too, bro. Like, but we've always been taught to like man up and bottle up our feelings. And like that's why a lot of these people go into like these rages sometimes, or like these type of fits or tantrums or whatever, because of the fact that like you bottle up your feelings for so long. I have that problem. Like I have that problem where like I'll get mad and like I feel like I'll let it go, but like if things keep happening, and if a lot of things keep happening at once, I can feel myself, everything I've bottled up in the past, like, I don't know, let's say month or so like that, will just come out all at once, and it's not good for me, and it's not good for anybody. And I think that's where we need to change, because like men, just like women, have feelings as well, and like we can't really hold those in. Like bro, like I ain't gonna lie, people listening, don't tell me not to be a little, don't tell me to stop being a little bitch, but it's okay to cry. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I was really embarrassed at saying that for a while, and even thinking that, because like, my shout out to my dad, but my dad was always just like, Dave, just man up, man. You'll be fine. You know what I mean? You're a man. You got to get through this. And I get it, because like people think of us as the providers, the protectors, but we can't do it all, man. We're not wish, like you said, superheroes. I wish we were superheroes.
It's funny because that's probably what his dad or his parents told him.
Hell yeah.
And when people think about like beliefs, is that when you really question it, most of our beliefs have been taught, and we just kind of accepted it, and then you realize that like just because it's been passed down doesn't mean it's been the right way this entire time.
That goes for a lot of different things in the world too. And another thing, like you were saying, man, like just because like we're dudes and we're rappers, or even if you're famous, like you're rich, you're famous, you got money, like so your problems do matter. Just because you're in a better situation than someone else doesn't mean your problems still don't matter. Exactly. And that's something we need to.
The worst thing is that because of like I won't say I believe in capitalism. Like it works for me because I know how to capitalize off it. But like it's like because of capitalism, most people's problems come from money.
Yeah.
Like,
more money, more problems.
Like 99% of people's problems are financial stress because they don't how am I gonna pay my bills? Most people
like directly or indirectly.
Yeah,
like
it's
when it boils down, it all kind of comes down to money, honestly.
Because even if you have money to pay bills, from there you're like, okay, well, I also want I do fun things. I also want money to invest. Also, I want money to buy a nice house. It's like when it comes down to it, that lack of money is what causes people to have a certain amount of depression. So when they see somebody that has beat the game of life and has money, they don't feel sorry for them, not realizing that this whole time we've been lied to, thinking that money is going to fix our problems. Right. You can't fix something internally with external stuff. And you know what I'm saying?
That's a great
point. So that financial gap is kind of it creates this is word dissonance, or I think
dissonance would probably be
I think a dissonance between working class Americans and upper class Americans, because they think that upper class Americans are unappreciative because all they want to do is pay their bills. But when somebody has money, they're like, yo, it's more than just paying bills, because bills were created. Bills haven't always been a thing to exist. Bills were created, and we have to realize for real. For real. So it's like at the end of the day, it's like people got to realize that gap is going to cause people to not care about problems that rich people have, and you have the same problems you have your entire life. Money will only take care of the ones that you thought were the most important, and you realize that's not the most important thing. So it's unfortunate.
Have you ever suffered with any type of have you ever suffered with depression at all? Any type of serious depression in your life at all? I mean, I know I have, and it was hard. You know what I mean? I didn't even know what to do. I mean, I've gotten through it with the help of my friends and family. I've never really been in therapy for it, but I've gotten through it with a lot of my friends and family, and music too. Music's definitely helped. Yeah. But I don't know, have you guys gone, how did you guys get through it? You know what I mean? Not what put you in it, but have you been in it? You know?
Mine was triggered by obviously a tragedy that happened in my life,
right.
And that just took me even deeper, and that's really how this all came about, my EP and everything like that.
Yeah.
And like I said, I did it through music and also athletics as well. That's a little bit off topic, but playing sports is another release for me, because literally nothing else matters. Your mind is focused on that thing only. Yeah. It's the purest thing. It's such a good feeling.
It's good to keep yourself focused on other things as well.
I think as far as for me, I can't say that I've ever suffered from depression as far as as mental illnesses go, but
right.
My thing is that when I talk to somebody that a girl I know that has severe depression, there's no way nobody can tell that she doesn't have it. She definitely has it, because her mannerisms are. She'll say it's more than just being sad. It's when you have this crippling overcome of I don't want to do anything. So it's more than just being sad. It's you feel stifled by your own thoughts, to the point where
it's crippling.
Yeah, no, crippling. You literally the world around you feels like it's attacking you, and I've been through a phase like that where I just felt I would say 2016, it was a complete blur to me. So I was dating a girl. It was it was a long distance relationship. Shorty was in Canada. I didn't even have a passport.
Oh wow!
It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. We would just meet up in New York each time, or she'll come down, because Megabus goes right to New York.
Yeah.
But that entire phase, I didn't drop any music. I wasn't recording music. I told myself I kept announcing music, and I kept failing it. And it was right after I dropped out of college, and I was just I just felt time was passing by, and that's when I realized I'm I never want to get to that point where I feel the world is just moving on and I'm just existing. Because if you're not doing anything, think about college and school is it keeps you active, where hey, I'm doing something, because somebody's telling you, hey, complete this assignment,
and you're being productive and learning.
But when I wasn't in it, I was because I just wasn't happy there anymore. When I wasn't in it, I felt yeah, okay, now I'm my own sovereign. I'm sovereign of myself now.
Right.
But I didn't step up to the plate, and I just felt like I was just really, I felt like I was just dying because I'm here, and if I'm not doing anything, if nobody's telling me what to do, or if I'm not producing anything, I'm literally just waiting for a casket. Because like,
you're existing and not living.
So yeah, like that feeling is probably the closest I ever felt to like depression. Because like overall, I would say like my friends always tell me like to them I'm like a beacon of light, or I make people feel good. So like I never want to like speak for depressed people because I feel like I don't really I don't say I don't deserve, but like that's their story to tell, and I want to use as much as the energy I have to like bring that.
That's just as
bring
important.
That to life.
That's maybe even more important. Like you're the positive light,
Appreciate that, man.
So.
And that's I feel like that's like where I can do my part. Cause I feel like one thing with situations where like you're speaking for somebody, you have to know your role. You know what I'm saying? I can't say I've ever been depressed, but I know there are people who have real stories that don't know how to speak up for themselves. So
but there are other mental illnesses, like anxiety. You know what I mean? Especially when you have both, like which is like I used to be more anxious than depressed. Now I'm like I deal more with depression than anxiety. But like having both kind of sucks because like your depression is like I kind of want to kill myself, and then your anxiety is like, but I'm scared to die. So, you know what I mean?
I mean, that's not funny, but like,
it's like that's what it is.
That's crazy because like I can look at you right now and be like, yo, this kid is a happy ass kid, right?
Right.
But like, and
sometimes I am.
No, I'm quite. No, like nobody is like completely like fuck life 24/7. But like, like you walk past people every day. Who knows that when like let's say you go to a major city like New York or like downtown Baltimore when it's popping, and you're walking past somebody. Who's to say that person you walk past didn't go home and kill themselves? You don't know because people just walk.
Or what even they're just thinking.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my main thing. You never know what someone else is going through. That's like I even say that on my intro video, like when I announced my EP. I was like, you never know what someone else is going through.
Ask your friends. If anybody's listening right now, please ask your friends how they're doing because the worst they can do is tell you like, yo, I'm really sad. And like, if they're your friend, look out for them.
Yeah.
We never ask our friends like randomly, hey, how are you doing? We always ask, what are you doing?
You say what's up,
or you trying to get some food. Like, no, just ask your friends how you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not about what you're doing. It's like, yo, how are you
doing?
How are you living right now? Are you okay? Like, you know what I'm saying?
And at first, like your friends may think that's weird because you're asking them that, but
because we're not used to people checking on us,
right?
You know what I'm saying? We're used to like saying, oh, fuck the world, because this whole independence idea of like, oh, I don't need nobody, oh, I can cut people off. Everybody feels like they can do it by themselves, and then they realize like, yo, it's tough, and you don't have to be by yourself. You don't have to do this alone. You know what I'm saying? So people need to really ask their friends how they're doing, because that's what will keep people alive when they know that other people are checking for them. Because when somebody feels depressed, they feel like nobody fucks with them, even though they know people love them. So when you ask friends how they're doing, they're like, wow, people care about me. You know what I'm saying?
It's just sad that it's like not a common thing. It's like, wow, you really.
We're sensitive beings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're sensitive beings, and people have told us it's not okay. It's bad to feel. So we have to remind our friends that it's perfectly human to feel.
Okay, normal.
Because we have feelings. That's why it's human to feel, because humans have feelings. 2 + 2 is 4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that needs to be the new conversation. Like,
that's the new wave.
Yeah, the new wave.
It has been decreed.
Ask your friends
hashtag,
how are you
ask
doing?
your friends how you doing.
Hashtag how you doing.
Hashtag how you doing. Can we start this?
Yo, I'm about to tweet
hashtag how you doing.
Damn, this is a fast ass charger. I was a 9%. God damn.
How you doing, phone?
Yeah, right. How you doing, phone? No, really. Like, if you out there listening right now, really like post that hashtag right now. Make sure you make a post. Tell your friends to tell your friends. Ask your friends how you're doing. You know what I mean?
That one question.
Hashtag.
As soon as it's over.
Hashtag. How are you doing? Because this needs to be spread over and over and over again to everybody. Because we really need to get into people's feelings and make sure that our friends and family are okay. You know what I mean?
Strangers too.
Like, yeah, strangers too. And even strangers may think it's weird, but you know what? Like, they'll be appreciative of it at the end, because you never know. There might be that person that
means more. It means more coming from strangers, honestly. Like,
if I was walking past and I looked sad and somebody was like, yo, are you okay? I'd be like, damn,
a stranger, dude.
Like, yo, give me a fucking hug. You know what I'm saying? I'd be so hyped.
It means so much more coming from like people you don't know.
I'd be so hyped.
Especially like supporting your music. Like, dang, you don't even know me, and you fuck with my shit.
Yeah.
And you always think like, worst case scenario, I shouldn't be like, yeah, I'm fine, and wear it out. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just getting past that uncomfortability of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who cares if they react weird? it's better to do it, and you never know. That could be somebody that like, yo, well, thank you, like, yo, you helped me because nobody else helped me. You know what I'm saying? People need to know that they matter, because this whole life thing, we call life, like being able to perceive the world around us, it's a trip. And if we don't feel like we have a purpose, if we don't feel important, or we don't feel like wanted, then people want to commit suicide because they're like, yo, I'm on this planet just being here. Human beings need purpose. They need to feel like they're wanted. They need to feel like they're supposed to be here and doing what they're supposed to be doing. So asking friends how they're doing reminds them like, oh, yo, you are welcome, because this is your planet just as much as mine. So yeah, I think that's
can we make this official real quick? Is it how you doing or how are you doing?
Ask your friends.
Hashtag how are you doing?
We can make it proper, or we can ask friends how
you doing. I like how you doing.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? That's your thing, dude. You
actually, yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. The only reason why I say how are you doing is because actually
let's do how are you, so like, because like, let's stress the fact that
how are you. That's a good one.
How are you? Yeah.
How are you? So hashtag ask your friends how are you.
Word, yeah. So remember, guys, we're gonna take this little break, but before we do that, hashtag how are you, right? Yeah. Or how are you doing? Either way, just make sure your friends are fine.
Yeah. Hashtag ask your friends how you doing. You know,
cool. Yeah. All right, we're coming back in a little bit. Nick Frampton, Eman and Heartbreak. I am your host, Shepsworth Bentley. This is Homegrown Radio. See you later.
Last time on Talk Lately.
He don't have Down syndrome. His
man killed after being shot in Charm City Circulator. That's dark. It says a 26-year-old man was killed after being shot on the Charm Circulator bus Wednesday afternoon. Police... Oh, that was last Wednesday. Okay, good. It wasn't dark. He did that. His shooting was on Saturday. Police found the victim, who had been shot in the stomach at 2:50 p.m. at the bus on the 200 block of South Broadway and Gulf Street.
But he was on
It is
that
over
bus.
east.
Yeah, it's the one that's coming from John Hopkins.
Police believe the suspect and victim argued, then got onto the bus. The bus was still stopped when the shooting occurred.
1 minute.
The suspect, wearing a black hoodie, black pants, black shoes, white soles. Matt. I know that was that mastermind down there. Okay, somebody go look for mastermind. Hello?
At that point, it's time to go for a break.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. only
Check out
on
this
the
snippet
Exposed
from the
Radio.
new season of Talk Lately with Monty about Jennifer Holliday.
Anyway, let's get back to
Yeah, well, what I wanted to say is that I can understand 100% where Jennifer Holliday is coming from, and that's sort of kind of where my 20% came from. When I basically came out and said who I voted for, I received a lot of backlash. Even on my own talk show, which comes on every Monday from 5 to 7 p.m., I was called a coon. Okay, yeah, shout out for the plug. But yeah, someone actually, they told CJ Bernie that I was a coon.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
With artists, we don't like genre too much. People trying to like make us seem like we're,
What's up, everybody? Sorry, we were having like a nice little conversation on our break, so we had to kind of continue it. But welcome back to Homegrown Radio. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Eman the Heartbreak, Nick Frampton. I am your host, Shepsworth Bentley. This is new, fresh Baltimore radio. So we're gonna stop the discussion for a second because we don't really know. We can't really listen to any music on here because, of course, copyright, things like that.
Yeah.
But tell us about like your music. Like, what is your music like? Like genre? Where do you fall in?
Well, yeah.
Do you have a category?
Yeah. Like I said, I would definitely say I have a sort of a genre. Like I want to make it clear, I am a rapper because. Like nowadays it's becoming cool to like, oh, I don't want to be a rapper. I don't want to be boxing as a rapper. Like, no, I didn't work this hard to not be called a rapper. Like I've looked up to too many rappers. I want people like, yo, that's a rapper right there. Like when I see dudes like Joey Badass or Chance, like, yo, that's a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I want that aura when people see me like, oh, that's that rapper. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely a rapper. I would describe my sound as a term I call jazzy, rappy, dancey, trappy.
Jazzy, rappy, dancey, trappy.
Right. It's weird because like I love trap music, and I love upbeat, like fun, like it's basically live performance music. Like I write songs to perform them. You know what I'm saying? I think about how would this line sound live. So a lot of call and response. You know what I'm saying? I say, so like those type of concepts are taken into consideration while I'm making a song. And like, I don't know if you heard of my song "Back to School," but my sister, it's funny. She was like, when she heard it, she was like, "What do you call this particular sound?" And she brought up the likes of you heard of Eman?
Yeah,
Eman.
That's the dude that did
Carolina. Yeah. Hey, yo, his album is fire. Like I gotta listen to it. It's super fun. It's super fun. But like,
I only knew the Caroline song, but a couple songs came on Pandora and they were good.
No, he's dope. People want to call him one hit wonder. He has bangers. Yeah, no, so like, she brought up Eman Drum with Cha Cha and like
Cash Machine, love it.
Yeah. Chance, Gambino, and I knew what she was trying to say, like that general sound, and I think somebody had called it happy rap, and I'm like, I think that's where I fall in, because like all my things just sound upbeat, because I want it to be like, I think about the show is where like, so when you watch a movie, you watch the trailer a million times, and it's like now the movie and not watching the movie when you like are on DVD, watching the movie in theaters. That's how a performance of a song should be. Like, this is where it comes to life. You know what I'm saying? So I think about that while writing the song. So yeah, that's my general like feel. I want to make sure the shows are fun, because I want you to have, as artists, we have the power to give people the best night of their lives, because whenever somebody has goes to a great show, they're like, yo, this is the best night of my life. We have that power. So I want to give somebody as close to that as possible. And I also want people to, keep coming back to the shows and like, yo, I want to keep seeing him. Like, I love when people say, yo, I've seen this artist 8 times. Like, 8 times, that's a lot of, that's commitment right there.
That's definitely commitment for an artist.
I just want to make music that works amazing live. And that's my whole concept of it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Appreciate
Nick, so, when I first looked at you, I know you got this like punk feel to you. Yeah, is that like where your roots are?
Yeah, my roots are definitely like in like like growing up, like I had an Eminem album. I'm still not even like a huge Eminem guy.
Right.
I loved Outkast as a kid, cause like my dad liked Outkast.
Yeah.
My parents listened to like Jagged Edge and stuff like that.
Nice. Go ahead, Nick's parents.
So I like, I've always like that kind of stuff. But like when I started like thinking for myself and like listening to have my own style of music, I definitely was more into like Linkin Park and like emo bands and stuff like that. But I still always loved like R&B and hip hop, like certain stuff. I mainly listen to now like R&B. It's like what I listen to most of the time, as well as some of like the emo stuff. And
who's your favorite like R&B artist?
So I've been rocking with The Weeknd since like day one.
Frank
Ocean.
The Weeknd is my shit.
Magic Jordan, Sam Smith, shit like
that. The album just dropped.
Magic Jordan.
Yeah, I'm about to check it out.
It's really
good. What's it called? The Space Between.
Yeah, right? And Division's album dropped the Division. Yeah, their album dropped a week before. I'm like, OVO's right now just killing it.
Yeah,
OVO's killing it right now.
Yeah, my roots are definitely like more like punky emo rock stuff.
Yeah,
I'm also nerdy as fuck.
Like somebody will see you like, oh, that's not a rapper, but it's like rappers come in different forms nowadays. That's why I love. Like, I feel like back in the day, I wouldn't be able to survive in that era.
I just found that's what I was like good at. You know what I mean? I was good at that. Like I played drums and stuff. I stopped. I don't know why. I wish I never did. I wish I still played drums. But
how long have you played drums?
I played drums from like for like 2 years in high school. Like I did it every day. Like I really loved it, and I don't know. I just stopped playing them out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I just found that rap was like my niche. I guess I was good at writing and recording, performing raps. Right. So
that's what's up, guys. That's what's up. So we don't have too much time here. We probably got about 5 minutes. So I want you guys to plug yourselves real quick. And I know you cool with doing a verse.
Yeah, why not? I got a verse.
No verse for me. But
hold on. Let's
we'll close it out with the verse.
Yeah, we'll close it out with you.
Plug it up.
Go ahead. Plug yourselves. Tell us where we can find you.
Okay, cool. So I'm Nick Frampton. I'm on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at NCKFRMPTN. That's Nick Frampton, no vowels. We got the food drive show coming up next weekend. We're all involved in that.
Yes, I am
you can get my EP, Introvert, on all digital platforms. And yep, that's me. So
and make sure you hit Nick up and tell him your favorite song.
Yeah, tell me what is your favorite song on Introvert? Also, how are y'all doing? Let me know.
Come out Saturday.
Yeah, come Saturday.
Come Saturday.
It's my birthday, bitch.
We're gonna have fun.
Say that? Am I allowed to say that?
We're gonna have fun.
Good.
Okay. Well, my name is Eman the Heartbreak. My social media is pretty much all Eman the Heartbreak. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's like just search Eman the Heartbreak. You'll find me on Twitter because like my name was like two letters too long, so I had to shorten it. Oh, okay. But if you search my name, you'll find me.
Yeah.
But yeah, like some rapper, and if you like fun music and you like, good times, I'm your guy. So hit me up. Yeah, that's pretty much. I don't have a website, not yet. That's too expensive for me right now. But yeah, I'm just out here trying to make dope things. If you want to try something new, you know what I'm saying? Hop on the train.
Word.
Okay.
Hop on that train, guys. Eman the Heartbreak right here.
Yeah.
Now we got a nice little acapella coming.
Bars
from my man. Bars.
Hot
all
fire.
Bars. Dylon, and Dylon.
Let's see if I remember this.
And
verse.
Eman.
Chappelle Show references are the best. I speak fluent Chappelle, by the way. It's always nice to come across someone else.
I watch his not his skits. I watch his stand-ups before like shows because they just like
the old stand-ups are
it's
absolute
gold.
Classics. For what it's worth.
Gold. I still like
killed himself.
What was that? The Sesame Street one? That joint still has me laughing.
Oh, the Knee-High Park episode. That's what it was called.
True.
Yeah, so I think it was called Knee-High Park.
Nice.
Anyway, sorry.
Nah, you good. You good.
Let me see if I remember this verse.
You got something for me?
No, that's all I do. I write a lot.
Let's get him ready.
Okay.
I'm a Jordan Peele directed foreign film with a slight horror feel, a little more peel than a Scarlett Johansson flick in a country split by an orange peel. Where they couldn't find an Asian, that's a major deal. Bumping Lauryn Hill, but no whip, just a license plate that says born to kill. Tired of forming mills, I'm trying to make a $250,000. Yeah, fuck a fortune at 45, Jordan year. I want to go bald before I go bald. I don't do roll calls, never play roles. Those are for those Game Boys. I need an advance on my payroll and a girlfriend that doesn't take tolls, cause love can be so taxing. But no, I'm not asking though. Learned in life the best shit just happens after years of practice though. Every chance is your shot, no practice throws. Don't believe in themselves, so they tell you to be practical. No, it's not about luck, boy. Fuck, boy. Young Bambi, I'm finna make a buck, boy. So fuck your fortune and 45s. Eman the Heartbreak reporting live.
Ooh. Yeah. Bars. All bars. Did you guys hear that? Eman the Heartbreak. Follow my man on Facebook, Twitter.
Instagram. I might make a Pinterest. Follow me on Pinterest.
Even on Pinterest, guys.
He said I'm a Jordan Peele directed horror film, dude.
I wrote the verse right after Get Out came out.
Right. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Which is a great movie, by the way.
Great movie.
No, man. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, man.
Thank you for having this platform.
Thank you, Shep, for doing this. Dude.
Yeah, absolutely. I got a lot of respect for both of you guys, especially newfound respect for you. You've always known I had a lot.
Appreciate it, man.
Of respect for you, Nick. You guys have any shout outs or anything?
Shout out to life, man. Shout out that we're still alive.
Yes.
Shout out to my mom and sister. I love y'all. I don't say it enough.
That's what's up.
I need to.
Yeah, you got hey, shout out to all y'all listening. Just shout out to everybody that's been supporting us as local artists. Shout out to just everybody that doesn't support us, everybody that's hating.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to y'all. We see y'all.
Yeah. But just remember, guys, we're about to get out of here. We're about to get out of here. I am your host, Shepsworth Bentley, and I will leave you guys with this. Make sure you ask the next person you see, how are you? Make sure you find out how they doing. I am Shepsworth Bentley. I am your host, Shepsworth Bentley. This is Homegrown Radio. Nick Frampton, Eman the Heartbreak. We will see you next week, 7 to 8 p.m. live.
It's lit.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
So now we are in reactive mode. With our young people, we don't